before we will see the what will be the limits and what will be the existence of the limits. If left hand limit is equal to right hand limit, then you have to get the existence of the limit. If left hand limit that will be not equal to the right hand limit, then the limit can't be existence. So before apply that limits, you must have left hand limit as well as the right hand limit. You must have to be satisfy this indeterminate forms. We have the three indeterminate forms. In the before question also you can see what we will get. That will be the 0 by 0 form, or infinite by infinite forms, or infinite minus infinite, as well as the 1 cross infinite. Then you can apply the L'Hospital's rule or the indefinite forms. Let's see what will be the indefinite forms. A fraction whose numerator and denominator both tends to 0. Okay, both tends to 0. In the before question, what we have to be done? Limit x tends to 1, x square minus 1 divided by x minus 1. So substitute 1 here, that will be the 1 minus 1 divided by 1 minus 1. So this will become the 0 by 0 form. You can't solve this 0 by 0 form. Then that form is said to be the indefinite or indeterminate form. In some cases, we also get this infinite by infinite and infinite minus infinite and 0 cross infinite and 1 power infinite or 0 power infinite or infinite power 0. Okay. So if you want to apply the limit, it must have to be satisfy the L'Hospital's rule. Here this indeterminate form 1 and indeterminate form 2 both will be said to be the L'Hospital's rule. You must have to apply the L'Hospital's rule here. L'Hospital's rule. There will be no rocket science behind this L'Hospital's rule. The simple concept behind this L'Hospital's rule be you just have to apply the differentiation. Okay, if you apply the differentiation, you can't get the value be the 0 by 0 form or infinite by infinite form. That's the simple concept. Okay, and next indeterminate form 3. Okay, first you can see what will be the indeterminate form 1. So for example, if you take limit x tends to a f of x, that will be the 0, and limit x tends to a phi of x, that will be equal to 0. And similarly, if you take limit x tends to a f of x, that will be equal to infinite, and here limit x tends to a phi of x, that will be equal to infinite. Okay, so here you can see, if you want to apply the limit, here x tends to a f of x divided by phi of x. Okay, so what will happen? This will become the limit x tends to a f dash of x divided by phi dash of x. Okay, dash of x means you have to be derive it. That will be the derivative. Okay, and similarly, if you take here limit x tends to a. Okay, similarly, if you take, this will be the limit x tends to a f dash of x, f of x into phi of x. So this will become the limit x tends to a. So this be the f of x divided by 1 divided by phi of x. Okay, so simply if you want to apply the L'Hospital's rule, you have to be derive it. That will be the both combinedly I will be writing here. So if you take limit x tends to a f of x divided by g of x, that will be equal to limit x tends to a f dash of x divided by g dash of x. So this be the L'Hospital's rule. Okay, so you have to be apply for the indeterminate form 1 and as well as the indeterminate form 2. For example, if you apply for the indeterminate form 3, how you can apply? For example, if you take limit x tends to a f of x power g of x, how you can write? This be the e power limit x tends to a g of x into f of x minus 1. Okay, if you solve this in the problems, you can't get this 1 power infinite or 0 power infinite or infinite power 0 form. Okay, this was the concept behind the indeterminate forms and as well as the L'Hospital's rule. In the next class, we will try to see some formulas and as well as some properties based on the limits. Thank you.